Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play the Hordes of the Underdark. When we last left off, Barry Coleman realised he forgot to change his pants, and so he's going up here. He didn't forget to change his pants, he's just going to the common room to talk to people. Important people. Like this man.
I greet you.
This ancient-looking man appears ready for battle, though his frail body can barely keep himself upright beneath the weight of his armour. Am I so old that I am of no use to anyone? I'm one of the few who has entered Undermountain and returned to tell the tale, but now they tell me I'm too old to help Waterdeep against these foes. You could help me by telling me about Undermountain. His eyes brighten a little. You want to hear about Undermountain? Really? I would really love... I would be honored to help you. They say Undermountain is never the same, always changing. But there is one thing about that foul labyrinth that never changes. Its creator, Halaster. Halaster? Halaster is a wizard of great and terrible power. Centuries ago, he built Undermountain, and he has controlled it ever since. They say he is completely mad, but there is a method to this madness. If you understand how the mage's mind works, it is possible to enter Undermountain and survive, as I have done. I've always been told Undermountain is unpredictable. Undermountain is forever changing. Its very architecture twisted and distorted on Halaster's whim, but the nature of the dungeon always remains the same. Undermountain is designed to confuse and disorientate you. Traps and tricks lay in wait around every corner. Never allow yourself to grow complacent. Always expect the unexpected. Why would it be that way? I think it has something to do with the idea that death is a journey. I could be wrong. I would never claim to understand Halaster, not really. I just know the patterns now. That is a very useful piece of information, thank you. His face flushes red and his shoulders straighten with pride. That is not the only suggestion I can make. Watch out for mirrors. They almost always hide something. Sometimes something good, often something very bad. And greed is dangerous, often a fatal flaw in Undermountain. How so? Often little traps will start with a small treasure, to make you think there must be more. Then there will be a little danger, but nothing you cannot handle. If you continue, eventually the big trap will be set off. That is where most adventurers die. Of course, surviving the big trap could sometimes mean big rewards. Notice I said sometimes. I noticed. Halaster is unpredictable. Sometimes he rewards courage and bravery. Other times your trials will give you nothing. It's as if the wizard is making a mockery of these values. Anything else? Well, that's all I can think of for now. Maybe I'll remember more later. Goodbye, and thanks for the help. His eyes twinkle with a satisfied way. Thank you, lad. It is my duty and my pleasure to assist you. To protect you on your journey. 650 experience. Just for being nice.
I greet you.
Although this man looks human, faint traces of elven features reveal a mixed heritage. He appears to be meditating, but as you approach, his eyes open and he smiles in greeting. Good morning to you, friend. I am glad to see you are up and about this morning. I believe today you and the other heroes here shall finally hear what good Durnan has planned for you all. Hopefully it can shed some light on the recent assassinations, and the Dungeons of the Dark that are appearing to make war in the fair city. Who are you? My name is Cyphus, a monk of the Guarded Mind Order. I have travelled here in hopes of finding new insight into the creatures of the dark who now ravage the city. Very little has been written on the Underdark, and little of what is written is verifiable. My order is interested in learning the truth of such things. And, if what I have heard about the others is true, you are a famed adventurer. I shall have to put some thought into documenting your presence in this war. You want to write about me? You have the bearing of one who shapes events in history. If that proves to be the case, I'll have little choice but to chronicle your participation in events here. Who are your masters? That knowledge is not something members of our order share. Strict rules are in place to keep our order safe. Simply know that I am an observer, nothing more. I wish you luck in whatever lies ahead, but I will not be a part of it. Yeah. Goodbye. May your journey expand your mind and fill your life with wonder. I'm gonna go back to praying by this dish. Feel free to throw food at me. I'm really hungry. Very, very hungry. Well, here we go. There's Tommy Undergallows.
Hey now, something else you need?
Who are you? You haven't heard of me? Well, that's mighty strange. Name's Tommy Undergallows. Rogue of renown, a bit of a bloody rapscallion if I say so myself. I'm here for the reward just like everyone else's, eh? Tell me if you're friends of yours. They're not so bad. Just some folks I found up in Neverwinter that all wanted to come. They did. For the reward, no doubt. Can't say as I know 'em all very well. If you wants to know so much, then why don't you ask about 'em? I should go. Aye, alright. You better get to the other room anyway. That fellow who runs the inn's waiting for you. And lastly, this guy.
Well met, friend.
He's pretty well spoken for a half-orc.
My name is Dalen, once of the Uthgard Red Tiger tribe. I have traveled much of the civilized lands in the years since I left my people.
Yeah. Fortunately, I have had the opportunity to participate in many noble deeds. Reward or no, coming to Neverwinter may offer me the chance to continue that vein. Tell me if you're friends of yours. I met most of my companions in Neverwinter after the business with the plague had ended. They had proven stalwart, if somewhat misguided, though it is not really my place to judge them. Beware the halfling Toby, for he will pick your pockets without even knowing he is doing so. The Lady Sharwin is little better, I'm afraid, though a brave woman by any measure. I am most fond of the elven woman, Linu. She is a woman of faith who has always proved us fair guidance. I should go. You may not wish to keep the innkeeper Durnan waiting much longer. He is most anxious to speak with you. Is he dead? That would make things a bit odd. The main room. Durnan turns towards you as you enter the common room. A stern and solid man who is rumoured to have once been a great warrior. The relief now on his face is clearly visible.
Greetings. I am glad that you made it at last.
Hooray!
I trust your accommodations were adequate?
I have no complaints. Durnan nods, his features grim. Tamsil tells me you dealt with the drow thief swiftly enough. I must apologize to you, Barry. Once I would have been able to ensure the safety of my guests. But no longer. The damnable drow come and go as they please, it seems. These are dark times for our city. The enemies of Waterdeep must have learned you would answer our call for heroes. Given your reputation, it is not surprising they targeted you. But why would they steal my equipment? Hold on a sec there. A drow thief came in and stole your equipment? If I'd have known you were such an easy mark, I might have nicked your stuff myself! This is no joking matter. A drow don't play games. I'm guessing the thief was only the first step in your mission. A drow likely figured you'd be more vulnerable without your equipment. A drow assassin would probably have shown up a few seconds later to finish you off in your sleep. Fortunately, you woke up and thwarted their plans. Others in Neverwinter have not been so lucky. There are several reports of prominent citizens slain in their beds. Waterdeep is under attack. Its people live in fear. That's why I made the call you all responded to. We're going to do something about it. Why don't the Lords of Waterdeep deal with this? The Lords of Waterdeep have their hands full protecting the city. I have experience with Undermountain, so I have been placed in charge of organizing this venture. Look at him! Look at him there! Tommy's won't help, just as long as that 100,000 gold pieces reward stays on the table. Not all of us are here because of the gold, Durnan. Some of us truly want to help. Please tell us what must be done.
The city is under siege.
Yep.
Raiding parties of drow and other creatures rarely seen on the surface are attacking the city.
Gotcha.
We've determined that these attacks are coming through Undermountain.
You don't say, and I thought they were coming from the sky. But Undermountain has existed for centuries. Why hasn't there been any trouble before?
That's what we need to find out. The Labyrinth of Undermountain was created long ago by Halaster, a mage whose power may have rivaled even Elminster himself.
Hey, there's a guy called Grim Folkor.
Halaster ruled Undermountain like a brutal tyrant. It was his magic that kept the creatures within from pouring out to overrun Waterdeep. Now Halaster has suddenly decided to unleash his creatures on this city, and we need to find out why. I want to know what that mad mage is up to.
Maybe something happened to Halaster.
It's possible something happened to take Halaster out the picture, I guess. But I find that hard to believe. He's a wizard of incalculable power. You don't just get rid of someone that powerful. It is odd that Alhaster's aligned himself with the Dark Elves. He's never been too fond of them. But the Drow are attacking through Undermountain, and that means Halaster must be involved. Would Halaster still even be alive? Undermountain was built hundreds of years ago, but Halaster is an archmage. Time doesn't mean the same to him as it does to us. I'm certain he's still alive, and that he's involved in these attacks.
It's pretty clear that the answers we seek can't be found here on the surface. The only hope we have of stopping Halaster is to send someone down into Undermountain after him.
So, who's going on this mission?
Anyone willing to risk the dangers of Undermountain is welcome. Waterdeep needs all the help it can get. Whether you all work together or alone is up to you, I suppose. As many of you know, this inn is built on around one of the entrances to Undermountain, a magical well that descends thousands of feet into the very depths of the ever-changing labyrinth.
I knew this one was from Descent to Undermountain.
Now, I don't intend to send anyone into Undermountain unprepared. That would be suicide. I can offer you advice and equipment if I can. In fact, it might even be a good idea if...
Oh, people are getting in trouble. What's that noise, Father?
Yeah, it's coming from the well room.
Combat! Well, that guy was cool. Well, these three are dead as well.
Blood and glory!
Yep, those guys were cool.
Die! Die and be forgotten!
I can't see. Fortunately...
There'll be hell to pay!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Your kind never win!
Don't kill me! Ow! Fortunately, I can pretty much avoid getting hurt here. Because... just kick some butt here. Here comes Halfling Death! Well, those guys are pretty... dead. But then again, so are those guys. We must secure the well. I'm not going just yet. I thought death had come for me. Hey! People are dead. Oh yeah, you're gonna heal everyone, aren't you? Oh, boo! You guys could have totally died ages ago. But there is a man here. One small little man that I am looking at. Who next video? We shall talk to. And bring with us. Oh, heck it, let's talk to him now.
Deacon greets the noble hero.
Furiously writhing away on a small tome, the small kobold is not aware of your approach. When he glances up and notices you, he smiles broadly.
Boss, you comes to big human city. Somehow Deacon just knew you would come.
I love the option of, ugh, not again. Deacon,
I haven't seen you for ages.
Yes, it has been long time, boss. Deacon been real busy for a long time traveling and riding back. Deacon be famous bard now.
Congratulations, Deacon. I'm happy for you.
I have a copy of that book, actually.
Oh, you gets book? Deacon so very pleased. Did you read it, boss? Did you likes it?
I hated it. What gave you the right to publish? It was better than that book I read about the plague in Neverwinter.
Deacon read that. It not got kobolds, though, so Deacon thinks it's very boring. Dumb elven lady no substitute for good kobold. Good news be that Deacon work on new book now. See? Deacon not got title for it yet, however.
I'm sure it'll be suitably epic.
Maybe. That's why Deacon come to Waterdeep. There be call for heroes, and Deacon wants to be hero like Boss was. It make for good book, Deacon thinking.
How about we join forces?
Deacon claps his hands excitedly.
Yay! Deacon thinks you never ask, Boss. We make great team, you and Deacon. Just you and waits and sees.
Hooray, we have Deacon back! Ha ha! And all is right in the world. So, when we come back, folks, the rise of Deacon! Ha ha! Oh, it's fantastic. Screw the rest of the party. We don't need any of them. We have Deacon on board. I'll catch you later. See you then. Later.